We as Sibasi are, sorry, the agenda of today, as I had said, is just to go through the introductions, the solutions, the walkthrough of the solution, and finally, feel free to just send me a question on the chat. If you have any questions on the chat, feel free to ask questions. And we as Sibasi are an ICT company that is passionate about delivering excellent and quality solutions and services provided at a digital era. And we are geared to empower you to achieve success. And actually, our mission statement is at the heart of our name, where we deliver services and solutions invested and integrated into your business for you to achieve success and have an impact. And the values we base this on is actually excellence, professionalism, collaboration, and innovation. And we also have fun while doing that. And we are a Microsoft solutions partner, which for information is the highest designation of partnerships. We recently transitioned into from the Microsoft Gold partner. And we're not only a Microsoft Gold partner, we're also in partnership with AWS and Google. And some of the solutions and services we offer, it's actually development, deployment, and technology consulting, where we are software engineers at core, and we specialize in web, mobile, portal for clients. We do a bit of enterprise systems, productivity, and technology consulting, where we offer 24/7 managed IT support. And actually, some of the solutions we have on the Microsoft deployment services are built actually on Microsoft. You have like Internet, Moneyball, and eBoard, and you feel free to look for more of them and just check them out on Sibasi at .si@apps.apsos. And yeah, our featured clients range from non-profits to governmental to just commerce clients, where we've worked with Zambia Airways, Auto Express, and TDB. And to just conclude this introduction, I'll be able to introduce to you the brilliant mind behind eBoard. You have Marvin, our lead eBoard consultant, and he'll be taking us through eBoard and how to stay smart as informed and top organizations. Marvin, sorry, take it away. Yeah, stop sharing.
Thank you very much, Camila, for that lovely introduction. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you're joining. My name is Marvin Washira. I'm pleased to be here today showcasing eBoard by Sibasi, and I hope that you have a lovely time as we give insights to this lovely solution that we have. So let me just share my screen in a bit. Confirm you can see my screen. Is it visible?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see the screen.
Great, great. Thanks. So yeah, when yeah, sorry for that. I know Camila mentioned that we have worked with a number of clients. And during this experience, we have gotten to get some insight within the particular customers that we worked with. And we found that most teams struggle to find data and information for decision making and making the day-to-day delivery, and the turnaround time really effective. And we found that according to a research by WorkTrend, that 71% lack energy to get the day-to-day work done. 67% actually struggle with being innovative or thinking strategically. and 61% believe that they spend too much time searching maybe for the particular right information whenever it's needed. And that's why we thought this through, and we came up with this solution to make to help you make faster decisions. And also, it's secure and easy tracking enabled because we have various features which encompass of this, of which we are going to showcase in a bit. And finally, and most importantly, we have to deliver value with this solution, and that's why we came up with eBoard by Sibasi, which is built on a world-class comprehensive structure. The security is quite uptight, making sure that any documents that or any information that you share within the particular system won't be leaked to external or unknown people. We have the aspect of collaboration, of which you can actually manage to assign tasks within your internal and external members within the board. And I'll show you how that looks like in a bit. We have the integration bit. So we have actually integrated with Adobe. We've integrated with a couple of technologies such as Google, such as Teams, and actually recently we are bringing SharePoint into the scene. And lastly, this solution is AI powered. You will actually be seeing various aspects of AI which exist within the solution. And remember, at the beginning of this we were trying to come up with something that will really help the board members to be effective and to make faster decisions and to make those right decisions which can lead the organizations to the correct direction. And so using AI, you can actually do this quite effectively because for example, if you're setting up a meeting and you have like 40 documents or more, reading through each and every document for that particular meeting would be quite stressful. Oh, so that's why we have AI. And we'll showcase how that beautifully integrates with eBoard by Sibasi. And it's good to mention that at this point, this solution is actually available on Microsoft App Source. So you can actually, when you get into your Teams application, you can actually search it as Sibasi eBoard or eBoard, and you will be able to find it and use it. You can also find it on the mobile apps. So for Android devices and for also iOS devices, then you can also be able to access this solution quite easily. So I mentioned about the collaborative aspect of this. And so just to expand on that, this is whereby you can find maybe, so what goes on is in a particular organization, you have the normal processes, and this lead up to the normal day-to-day operations, of which will be judged or assessed along the way by the board. And how we reach to this is by this management staff will start preparing the documents, maybe the reports, and so on and so on and so forth. So these documents can then be uploaded onto the system in preparation for that particular board meeting. And then now the board members get to attend the meeting and review all the board packs that have been provided. And then after that, now be able to come to a conclusion or maybe make a very particular decision on where the organization is supposed to be heading. So in this aspect, then the solution allows you to bring forth the board members for one. So you can have the board members in the particular solution. So this will be of use during the meetings when you're taking your notes, but also most importantly, you can actually be able to onboard people who are not within the board. So for example, the staff, as I was mentioning, and assign them particular tasks and things that they're supposed to do so that when you are leading up to the board meeting, to the next board meeting, so maybe it's in maybe January or February next year, then you are able to make proper preparation on this, and you can actually follow up on the actual tasks that have been assigned to very specific people, and also uploading the documents as you're building up to the next meeting. So lastly and most importantly, the system is integrated with a couple of technologies, as I mentioned. So you can be able to create Zoom meetings, you can be able to create Teams meetings, you can also be able to create the Google meetings, and you can also be able to send out signatures through Adobe and DocuSign. So these are just a couple of integrations that we have made sure that we have encompassed within the system. And so as I head to the live walkthrough, these are the six main modules that we'll be going through. So one, we have the meetings and calendar section, and this section is your normal meeting scheduling and simplified minutes and agenda tracking. So we have a document repository, which you can be able to perform the collaboration aspects of it. You can be able to summarize the documents with AI, amongst more features. We have action tracking, and this is your task tracker. So this is a very helpful tool once the meetings are done. You can be able to assign tasks to the people that are existing within your particular organization and be able to follow up on that. And we have the notes and annotation section. So in this section, you can be able to scribble any notes or information that you have gathered within the meetings, or maybe as you're researching on something. We have the announcements and news sections. So there are bits to this. So for the announcements, we have the notification section, but for the news, we also have a particular news section where administrators or news managers in the organization can actually publish news that they want to be known to the entire organization, and it will be visible on the dashboard. And lastly, we have the AI-powered insights, which I'm going to showcase. So without further ado, thank you for for your patience. So I'll just share the solution now. So for one, if you want to know more about eBoard, you can actually land on this page, which is eboard.cloud, and you can be able to find all the information that you need to know about this particular solution. So it has the pricing, it has all the partnerships levels, it has every information about this particular solution. But if you click on login, then it will direct you to the app.eboard.cloud, which is the actual solution. And we have the landing page, ideally, which is your dashboard. And your dashboard is mainly supposed to highlight very specific insights that you need to know immediately, that you need to know immediately when you have not been logged into the system for a while. So, for example, to assist in that, we have these buttons, which are your quick insight buttons. So we have your meetings, notes, tasks, and documents. The insights of how many files you have, meetings, tasks, and members again. And just below that, we have your recent documents, so that you can see the recent documents that you have uploaded to the system, or maybe someone has shared a document within the organization to you. Then you can be able to see that in this particular section. We have the simplified calendar. Actually, the beauty about this calendar is that it amalgamates all your meetings. So for example, if you have, so ideally you're a board member, you can be a board member in one organization or more organizations. So you maybe might have Google meetings, you might have Teams meetings, you might have a couple of meetings even from Zoom. So what this calendar does is that it ensures that you can see all those specific meetings. So for Teams, for example, I've synced my Teams calendar, and that is why you can actually see this meeting that we are having right now, actually. So you can be able to pull calendars from Teams, from Google. So if I had maybe a very big, busy Google Calendar, it will also spread through this specific view. We have your upcoming meetings and your past meetings. You can be able to navigate through that quickly. And lastly, we have the recent activity, which just provides an overview of every action that relates to you within that particular organization, so that you can be able to be actually informed informed. So for the top right section, this is a section where you can actually switch organizations. So earlier I mentioned that board members, we have handled a situation where you can be a board member in more than one scenario or in more than one organization. So in case you have more than one organization, then you can be able to switch between organizations in this specific view. And right below that, we have the notification section again and invites to the organizations which you are not already in. And apart from that, you can actually view your details as your profile, and you can actually be able to edit your profile. But just before that, let us jump into the tasks and management section, since we have already gotten a few insights about the dashboard. So for the tasks, this is your tasks view. So any tasks that will be assigned to you or you have created and assigned to other people will appear in this view. And you can be able to see who has been assigned what, and you can be able to actually manage various aspects of this. So you can set it as a high priority. You can actually, maybe if you wanted to be actioned very quickly, you can set it as critical. You can update the status once done. And you can actually now be able to summarize this task view using AI. And how to do that is using this button here. And this button ensures that you get an analysis of your task reports. So this is the first instance where you will interact maybe with AI. So what this does is the AI just takes all your tasks and analyzes the situation. So for example, if you have assigned maybe 5 tasks critical in critical mode, then you'll be able to see that in this particular report. It will tell you the risk of the deadlines. Maybe some people have not yet started ticking off the tasks, and the deadline is due. So it will inform you on things such as that, and also assist in the notification process for those people to be able to actually action on those particular tasks. You will be able to see also the team workload and collaboration and various aspects of that. You can also see the deadline forecasting, as I mentioned earlier, and the performance by summary by the assignees. So this is actually a good example of how AI assists you in making these decisions. So if maybe you have the 5 tasks and maybe 4 have been ticked off and one has not, then you can be able to know what's your next action, what are you supposed to do, how are you supposed to follow up, and you can actually now regenerate the report if you're not quite happy about it, and it will kind of try to give you more insights on that. And yeah, that is the tasks. And I think after that, we can go to the calendar and meetings. So for the meetings, we have integrated with the three, the Zoom, Google Meet, and Teams. And you can actually be able to pull your calendars, as I mentioned. So these are some of the example meetings that I have pulled from my team's calendar. And actually, if you jump into a view of one, so I'll just try to get into one. Yeah. So once you get into this view, you can actually see the summary of the agenda and what the meeting is about. You can see all the files that are uploaded in this particular meeting. You can see the organizer and the participants. So this is just a basic overview of the whole meeting. And AI, again, comes into play. You can actually summarize details for a specific meeting. And what does this mean? So in this case, we have almost 5 attendees. So in these scenarios, it picks every aspect of the meeting. So if you had agendas, then it will pick your agendas, your minutes, your documents, maybe the transcripts which have been taken by maybe the board, of which I'll showcase in a bit. So it picks all those aspects and summarizes that for you, and you can actually now be able to know if you are not in this particular meeting, then how did the meeting go? What were the agendas? What was concluded after this particular meeting? What are the minutes? So this summarize button just helps you do that. And you can see it has the title, the overview, the summary of what happened in this particular meeting, and the conclusion for that meeting. And if you're not quite satisfied with it, you can try and regenerate that particular aspect. And once I get into the specific meeting view, then you can be able again to see everything, but you can also be able to fetch the attendance report once that particular meeting is done. This tells you that it's a Teams meeting, but actually you don't have to create meetings online. You can actually create offline meetings, which will be just within the system. Uh, we have your agenda management, so you can actually be able to reorder this and set the duration and the presenters for each agenda, which helps the agenda management within the meeting to be quite smooth. We have the minutes section, so this is where maybe the secretary will come after the meetings and highlight the minutes from that particular meeting. And the beauty about that is that you can link very specific agenda items to the minutes, to the minutes. So if, for example, if it was a minute for call to order, then you can be able to link it to that particular agenda, and it just makes this easier to track. So we also have the task tracker. So these tasks will be tasks which came from this particular meeting. So you can actually create tasks for a particular meeting, not just in the general view of which we saw earlier. You can also upload documents for this particular meeting in this section and create notes and create polls for the same. So on that note, I'll show you the calendar. The calendar is what I mentioned earlier. You can be able to filter by month, by day, and it encompasses of all the calendars that you have pulled from Zoom, Google, and maybe Teams. And finally, we have the poll and survey builder under the calendar and meetings section. So what we have here is a poll and builder framework where you can be able to assign, not to assign, but rather to have people decide on specific things. So maybe in the meetings, you maybe want to make a decision on a particular thing. Then you can use this particular aspect within the system to decide on what will be your next move. And you can actually choose whether you want specific people to vote. So you can actually select specific members for this, or you can choose for anyone to vote for that particular poll. And that applies also to the service in this particular case. So you can actually choose to to show the results to the participants or not, or also the participants can edit their responses or not. So these are the things that you get to choose as you create the poll and the service. And these are just it's a dynamic module which helps you to make decisions again within the system and help you lead to your next decision. And on that note, I'll move to the briefcase section. So for the briefcase section, we have the folders for one. So folders are just your basic folders. These are folders where you store all your documents in, but you can actually be able to assign permissions for this particular folder. So if you have people who you want to view this specific folder, and then you can share the files, then you just create the folder, add the specific people, and then jump right in and add the specific files that you want to add to that particular folder. And the beauty about it is that it's very secure. So any person who is not supposed to see the folder or even the documents, then they won't be able to see. This is managed in this share view. You can be able to see everyone who has actually has been assigned permissions to perform any action on that particular folder. So yeah, that's it for folders. But before I move away from the folders, the final aspect to mention within this is to summarize. So you can actually summarize folders. Earlier I was mentioning how you can have up to 50 files preparing for a specific board meeting. And to read through all of them can be quite tedious. So you can actually summarize what is encompassed in that particular folder. And the AI will try to pick very important points from each and every file and just put them together and give you in a very nice summary, just the way we saw in the meetings earlier. So we can move to the specific documents. And so we have seen the summarize AI in action, but we have another quite interesting aspect in this scenario. So we also have the Ask AI feature. And what does this mean? This means that you can be able to chat with AI about a specific document. So, for example, if you have these signed, audited financial statements, then you want to know in this year what are the particular numbers or for this particular month. Then you can be able to tag AI, maybe just prompt it, and it will respond to you, run through the document and highlight that specific part where you want. So these are very effective way to get information from a file. And you can imagine maybe this file was about maybe 60 pages. You would have to scroll through, maybe just looking through for that particular section. So Ask AI is another important aspect of AI encompassed into the system, which can help you get more accurate answers for one, and also it helps you in your efficiency for getting information as we were looking to solve it from the beginning. Let me jump into a view of one specific file. So for this file, you can be able to view the version history for the specific files, and you can also restore a specific version if you want to navigate back to that version. You can manage the access, of course, with the security measures. You can actually request for signature. So we have integrated with Adobe and DocuSign. So if your organization uses any one of those for these signing processes, then we can be able to incorporate it into the system. You can actually sync it to offline. And what this does mean is that you can have these documents on an offline briefcase. So for example, if you don't have access to the internet and you're on your phone, you want to access the document quite quickly, then you can be able to sync it to offline and access it offline. The only thing that won't be possible is to annotate the document, but the document will be accessible offline. And we have finally your summarize tools down here. So I'll try and open up one document and show you how the collaborative aspect looks like when you're working with a particular file. So I have opened up the signed audited financial statements. And ideally, if you are reviewing a particular document, then you will go through it, highlighting and making specific changes. So what that does is that it makes sure that when you annotate within the system, then you can be able to save these particular changes and view them within the system. So you can see this document has various annotations. You can add comments, you can highlight, you can perform specific actions when you're doing the collaborative aspect. But if you want to view the annotations that have been saved for specific documents, then you can be able to do so under the briefcase in your notes section. So for the notes section, we have a tab where we have the documents, comments, and annotation section. And what that does, it just picks every annotation that you've made for each and every file, takes that and lists it in this view. and you can be able to go back to wherever you made your annotation. So it makes it easier to track where you made this particular annotation. So for this particular, for every particular annotation, it scrolls through the document and leads you to where you made that specific annotation. And the beauty about it is that you can actually set it as an actionable task. So you can be able to create tasks from this particular annotation. So maybe you found yourself in a scenario where you've been running through a document and you wanted to send it to someone else for them to make specific changes. So you can be able to annotate and create a task from that, and just say maybe just adjust this to that, if you get what I mean. Yeah, but that's the beauty about the collaborative aspect and the annotation aspects of this, that you can actually it's kind of a cycle where every decision is guided by the system. So you can for the tasks, the meetings, the reports, the polls, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's it for the documents. Of course, you can be able to choose your favorite documents, and you can choose that, and you can favorite any documents that you want to have access to quickly. So for the board packs, what we did, we slammed on every documents that you have from the folders and from your meetings. So this is where you ideally have huge sets of documents. So in the folders and in the meetings, you might have specific files where you want to maybe navigate through quickly. So this is just a unified view of every document that you have. So this is this is our meeting, for example, but we have not uploaded any documents. So that's why you won't see any documents here. But maybe so in the folders, then you can be able to see the specific files. And this is just an easy way to track your files per se. So apart from that, the e-signatures section is where I mentioned that you can be able to send signatures out. So if I had any pending signatures sent out or completed within the system, this is the view where they will appear, and you can actually filter that by DocuSign or Adobe. And for the business reports, this aspect is where you can actually upload ready-made reports to the system and actually now be able to view and make particular decisions within the system. So, for example, I will click on the finance report. So this is an example of a demo Power BI report that we have uploaded just by taking the link, pasting it. You can choose the icon which you want and the color. And once you do that, then the report will be embedded on the system. And once it's embedded on the system, so this is an example of how that will look like. So that was just taking a time to load. And so you can actually now be able to, again, make these decisions and have everything within one space. So the main aspect of this is help you to be more effective, to be more resilient while making your decisions, and to make it at a faster rate. And having everything kind of mashed up into one solution. Having this aspect where you can also upload the business reports or any reports that you might have, and you want maybe people to take a look quickly and just run through and now make a decision, then you can actually do that, and you can be able to navigate through your embedded report within the system. Yeah, so for my notes, we had the documents and comments and annotation section. But of course, if you have any meeting, any notes which you need to take as you are within the meetings, or any notes that you would like to scribble in the system, then you can do it from this particular view. Yeah, so those are the main aspects of the system, but I'll jump into the user hub mainly because there are certain aspects which are key. So for this, you can actually customize your preferences for the notifications and calendar settings. So for example, how would you want to be notified that there's a specific meeting taking place? So you can choose to have that. Maybe you can choose to be notified 1 hour before, 1 day before, 2 hours before. You can actually choose many timelines so that you can actually remember that you have this specific meeting taking place maybe in a few. You can do the same for the task assignments and the documents which have been shared to you. You can also pull the calendars from Teams and Google, and this is where this is the specific view where you do that. So you can sync your account, and then you can now sync the calendar. The same for Google and for the Teams bot. So this is one of the features that we are now bringing, and once the administrator approves for the eBoard bot to join the organization's meetings in that particular tenant, then we can be able to configure the bot and link it to your particular account. And what that does is that it takes any transcripts that were within the meeting, and then it brings them to the solution so that you can have, again, the transcripts from the meetings in case you didn't join. And we have the business profile. So the business profile is just a quick way to share your business profile to anyone who might need to know your information. So you can be able to do it also from this system. And lastly, we have the security view. So for the security view, remember I mentioned about the offline briefcase. So another aspect of security within the system is that we have the device management perspective of where you can actually track every device that has used to access eBoard, and you can actually now use remote wipe to remove any files that were not that maybe if you lost your device, then you can use remote wipe to remote wipe any device, any data that was within the devices that were lost. Yeah, so that's the profile view, and we have the group section. So we have had scenarios where in the board meetings or within the board, we have breakdowns of particular committees who are existing with one particular board. And so this is the particular way we have handled that. And you can actually add committees within your particular board for your organization. So for example, you can see we have maybe a finance and marketing committee. And for these committees, we have ensured that the security also is well done, such that the finance committee, if you're part of the finance committee, then any meetings or folders and documents created for this particular committee will be able to be viewed just for members who are belonging to that particular committee. So you can actually upload folders which are supposed to be viewed just for one committee. For documents, the same, and you can also create meetings for committee without involving the entire board. And this also just backs the collaborative aspect of the solution. And you can also be able to set permissions within the particular committee. So we have maybe the meeting management aspect for the committee, the folder management, or you can set someone to be the group admin for your particular committee. And you can see the permissions are well highlighted in this specific view. Yeah, so that's it for the committees. We have the notification section, which I mentioned earlier, which encompasses of all your notifications which you have received within the solution. We also have the help section. So if you find yourself maybe looking for something and you didn't manage maybe to do it within the solution, then you can have the help section. You can head over to the help section, and you will find useful documentation which will help you to navigate through the system. So we have a user manual, and we have also various links to various videos where you can watch on YouTube or on the streaming platforms on where you should guide you on how to do these specific actions. So this is one example of how to create an organization. But If this does not help still, we have an additional support channel. So you can contact support, you can reach out to us and through email or call, and you will be able to be assisted. And the feedback section is just a backing to the support again that we have. So any feedback that you have and the support uh, queries that you might have, you can just put them on here. And once this is sent, then we will receive the notification and we'll be able to assist you in that. So since I'm an administrator in this particular organization, then I can be able to view this particular manage section of which a normal user won't. So for normal board members, they will just see the user hub. But since I'm an administrator, then this is how you can actually now be able to manage seats. So you can invite members to your organization through this view, or you can also choose to bulk invite. So this just helps you to invite a load of members. So maybe if you want to invite 40 members at once, then you can do this using this particular aspect. You can choose to see the status of everyone who you've invited to the organization, and you also can manage seats. So the seats can be managed uh, for anyone that you maybe you had someone who was in the organization and now they're not in the organization anymore. So you can just choose to remove their seat, and now they won't be able to view things belonging to that particular organization. So everyone with an active seat, they're ones who can be able to see the operations within the particular solution. And lastly, we have the organization settings, of which this is where you custom make. So the solution has a bit of custom elements to it, where you can actually use your logo as the logo for the solution. So you can use the logo to replace this e-board by Sibasi here. That is where it will be placed, and ideally it will actually feel now like it is your solution. We have the team spot, of which the administrator will be able to now set up. And we have the enable due diligence. So if you want people to actually upload specific documents when they're joining the organization, then you can be able to keep track of that using the due diligence management. So as you can see, you can have maybe the nationality, the ID, and so on and so forth. So those are some of the aspects in that. We have, most importantly, the watermark management. So you can choose what is supposed to be on the watermark, and if you want to see who downloaded. And you can also manage the permissions for this. So anyone who you want to onboard onto the system, you can actually add a role which you want. Maybe so you can see the admin only has admin, but for a member, you have various roles that you can perform within the system. So if you want maybe a person to join the organization, as I was mentioning, and just upload news, then you can add them to the system and assign them the role of a news manager. And that person won't be able to have access to anything else. What they'd be primarily doing within the solution is just managing news. And that's some of the those are some of the security aspects that we have used to ensure that your data is well kept within the solution and is not being leaked out to anyone who is not supposed to gain access. And finally, we have the management of the system accounts, being Adobe, DocuSign, and Zoom, which we can help you set up. So in the case of the Teams and Google, in your user profile, those are just straightforward. You just link your account and sync. But for this, then we might need to intervene and show you how these things are set up, and just set it up for your organization, and then you can be able to perform these processes smoothly. And last but not least, we have the audit logs. This is a security aspect as well for the administrators. So you can be able to see any logs that are within the system, and these are the recent logs. So you can be able to track any ongoings that are within the system, and you can be able to track what happened at what particular point. And so with that, I have finished my presentation. It was a pleasure presenting this to you. So I'll hand it over back to Camila. I hope you have really gained knowledge about eBoard by Sibasi. And I hope that at the end of this, then it is a solution that you wish to onboard on your organization. Thanks. So over to you, Camila, for the Q&A and also, yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll open now the floor to anyone who has a question, anyone who needs clarification. Just feel free to just open your mic and have us with your questions. Yeah, anyone who needs clarification, please feel free to just, yeah, engage us. The floor is yours. Okay, so I'm so glad to have enjoyed such an insightful session. And a huge thank you to you, Marvin, for the incredible presentation. Also, a huge thank you for you guys for joining us today. We hope you can be able to join other upcoming webinars or also watch the recordings of the previous webinars we've had, just to see how you can empower your organization to stay aligned and informed. And yeah, I'll share the links to Sibasi Academy where you can register for other upcoming onlines and have you sparked with new ideas and innovative solutions. And with that, I've been your host, Camila Abiro, and my presenter, Marvin. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. And yeah, see you on our next webinar.